Welcome to County Magazine, your chance to find out what's new across Fairfax County. I'm Brian Ashby. On this edition, we'll look at the county's Housing Choice Voucher program from the landlord's perspective. We'll join Solid Waste Management in launching the region's only operational electric trash truck. And we'll celebrate a new park in the Mount Vernon District. Plus, Fairfax County 911 hosts the first ever Public Safety Day. Fairfax County's Housing Choice Voucher program, formerly known as Section 8, helps low-income families afford private market rental housing. Landlords are a critical element in making this robust, federally funded program work, and they stand to gain from participation. Here's more.
Housing costs are on the rise across the nation, and Fairfax County is no exception, leaving many vulnerable residents with few options for affordable living. The Housing Choice Voucher program provides residents with the opportunity to choose safe, affordable housing in their community.
The Housing Choice Voucher program is a program that allows us to provide subsidized housing to low-income individuals within our community. So the voucher, formerly called Section 8, one point called the Certificate Program, provides an opportunity for families with lower income to rent units in the private market. Participants receive a Housing Choice Voucher that will allow them to pay an affordable amount for them, so somewhere between 32 and 45% of their income in our program, and the FCRHA will pay the rest.
Landlords are a critical component in making this program work. Their properties become secure homes for families and individuals. The Housing Choice Voucher program provides a pathway for landlords to successfully fill vacancies, collect fair market rent, and receive a number of economic benefits, including guaranteed rental income. The FCRHA pays a substantial portion of your monthly rent, lower leasing costs. The FCRHA assists with connecting landlords to HCV participants and partially pre-screens applicants. Potential tax breaks. Some landlords may be eligible for a 10% state tax credit of the total rental value of units leased to HCV participants. The participants in this program are just as diverse as the Fairfax County community. However, some potential landlords may have unfounded misconceptions about the HCV program.
There is no typical Housing Choice Voucher participant. The folks in the program represent a wide variety of people within our community, right? These are individuals with disabilities. We have seniors. We have families with children. These are our bus drivers, our custodians, just really kind of integral members of our community that may otherwise find it difficult to find affordable housing. There's no evidence to suggest that Housing Choice Voucher participants are more likely than your average tenant to submit rent late or to have defaults on their rent payments. FCRHA does not set rent amounts for participants in the program. There are established payment standards that we base our maximum assistance off of, but each rent is determined by the landlord, and it would be approved as long as it is reasonable in comparison with other unassisted units, and as long as the tenant is able to afford their portion of that rent.
At Wesley Housing, we own and manage 600 units of housing in Fairfax County. I would encourage landlords to participate in this program because not only would it make them contribute to the community in which they participate in, but it also provides them with a guaranteed source of income. and it's not hard. The Fairfax County Redevelopment and Housing Authority staff provide landlords with qualified applicants, as well as inspection of the units in which the participants will reside. We've seen residents that participate in this program also progress in their incomes to be able to afford a unit without the subsidy in the future, and that's what we would encourage.
Landlords can participate in the Housing Choice Voucher program through 6 easy steps. Step 1. Submit the HCV listing form to FCRHA to advertise units to HCV participants. This free service increases the likelihood that an HCV participant will apply for your property. Step 2. Screen and select a participant. Step 3. Submit a request for tenancy approval packet to FCRHA. Step 4. FCRHA inspects rental unit to ensure it meets housing quality standards. Units must also have rents comparable to similar properties, and households must be able to afford the unit. Step 5. The landlord and household sign the lease. And Step 6. Start receiving rent payments. To learn more about becoming a landlord in the Housing Choice Voucher program, visit fairfaxcounty.gov/housing.
As part of the community-wide energy and climate action plan, Fairfax County is transitioning to an all-electric fleet of vehicles. Our Department of Public Works and Environmental Services is leading the charge, launching the region's first all-electric trash truck, promising quieter, cleaner, and more efficient trash collection. Take a look.
So we're here at our Newington facility in Lorton, Virginia, where we house our collection fleet, who serves about 45,000 customers in Fairfax County in sanitary districts. And we're here today to celebrate the launching of our new fully electric trash collection vehicle.
Well, this is our EV trash truck, first in the region. Fairfax County leading the way as usual, makes me really proud. This is the first of what I hope is many, and I hope is something that will be replicated by other private haulers and other counties and cities around the region.
The county has embraced a commitment to a carbon neutral operations. So reducing the use of gasoline and diesel fueled vehicles in our entire fleet is a critical component of meeting that carbon neutrality goal. Because they're newer, they're also much more expensive than conventional diesel-fueled vehicles. And so the county took advantage of a grant program from the state of Virginia to provide funding to support this initiative.
So I want to thank not only the board, but our county leaders, but I especially want to thank the solid waste management staff that are going to make this work, that are going to find a way to further reduce our emissions, which is our commitment to be there by 2035 as a county, and by 2050 to be there as a community.
And what we hope to demonstrate and prove is that you can have electric trash trucks operating in your community and provide the same level of service and be as efficient as the gas-powered ones. And then I think we collectively, as counties and cities around the DMV area and really across the country, have to put our money where our mouth is in terms of investments in our cleaner economy. Most of the trash in the county is picked up by private haulers. And we're hoping that boldly by having this vehicle on the road, we will enhance the possibility of our private providers to follow our lead and look at EV technology for their own operations, so there's a multiplier effect.
So at 6 a.m. in the morning, and I hear them about 6 a.m. in the morning at my house, this will be just a little bit quieter, a little bit healthier, and frankly a little bit better for the environment as well. It's a whole community effort, and we need everybody out there to be part of this effort, to make a difference, to frankly save the planet.
The Fairfax County Redevelopment and Housing Authority just cut the ribbon on a new park in the Mount Vernon District. North Hill Park offers an outdoor recreational space to an otherwise underserved area, and it brings loads of amenities with it, like paths, a pavilion, a playground, and even pickleball. Check it out.
On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Today we're in the Mount Vernon District celebrating the grand opening of North Hill Park. This park's been a long time in the making, and we're all here to celebrate it and enjoy it with the community.
As a kid, I remember coming here when the mobile home park was here. And I remember, riding our bikes through the mobile home park, and when it closed, there was this promise of opportunity coming where we would take this property and build affordable housing, and we certainly have done that. Not only did we build high quality affordable housing, but we also put in place amenities so that the residents of not only this housing, but the neighborhoods that this park connects to have opportunities to recreate in a safe way in a public park that is accessible to all the people who live in this area, and that is really important.
This park was developed in conjunction with the Redevelopment and Housing Authority and is a 12-acre park. There's pickleball courts, there's winding trails for biking, hiking, running. We have ADA paths that connect all the facilities. There's a amazing playground at the top, and a fitness area, and then a pavilion.
It's crucial for all of our larger developments to have parks that are part of the community, whether it's immediately there or very close by. And when we do development, we have our developers really proffer money. They provide money to ensure that there's on-site recreation as well as other recreation nearby. So the Fairfax County and our development process is deeply committed to parks and recreation as an important part of bringing communities together.
It's amazing to be able to see a project from concept to fruition, and then seeing people use the park space that's the ultimate goal.
Civil disorder. Large groups of people mobilized by political protest, ideological conflict, or social grievance. Civil disorder can be a dangerous condition that can become increasingly chaotic and volatile, but you can weather the storm with these tips. If civil disorder erupts in your community, stay away from the area and shelter in place. Shelter in place means taking refuge in an interior room with no or few windows. While you shelter in place, stay up to the moment with Fairfax alerts and local media reports. Map out emergency exit routes in case your area is evacuated. When public safety services arrive, comply with all law enforcement directives and remain alert to any curfews in your area. A curfew is an order from public safety requiring residents to remain indoors between specified hours, typically at night.
To remain indoors. Again, a curfew is in effect from 7
After the civil disorder, check the area to make sure it's safe, and check personal property for damage. No one knows if or when civil disorder will erupt, but if it does, you can be prepared. Download the Community Emergency Response Guide from your Department of Emergency Management and Security, and be prepared for all hazards in Fairfax County.
They say that 911 call takers are the first of the first responders. Recently, the Department of Public Safety Communications, also known as Fairfax County 911, and its new director hosted the first ever Public Safety Day, bringing residents together with their local first responders in a day of family fun and activities.
This is our first ever Public Safety Day here at Fairfax County 911, and we're so excited. This is hosted by Fairfax County 911. We typically bring everything together. We're the first call when there's an emergency, and we work with all these partners every day to make sure Fairfax residents and visitors stay safe. We have activities for the whole family. We have fire trucks and ambulances. Kids and even adults can jump on. We have the Sheriff's Office, the Fairfax Police Department. We have animal control and many, many more. We have tours of the center, which is extra special. Our center here in Fairfax County is like no other in the country. We have tools where kids can call 911 and practice with their address and phone number and the information that they need to tell our operators and dispatchers. Every day we take thousands of calls from residents and visitors in Fairfax, but it's important to meet heroes when there is no emergency. So here we have paramedics and firefighters and 911 operators and dispatchers, and we want your family to meet our family. We are here to meet the public, but we are also hiring. So if you're looking for a rewarding job and you want to be a hero here in Fairfax County, we want you. This is our first one, but we plan on having a lot more. So if you want to find out more about Fairfax County 911, visit our website. It's fairfaxcounty.gov/911, or like us on Facebook, Fairfax County 911.
Well, that about does it for this edition of County Magazine. Thanks for joining me. Remember, there are countless ways to get involved in your community to make Fairfax County an even better place to live, work, and play. I'm Brian Ashby, and we'll see you next time on County Magazine.